when you go to a country, there's three things you do. You find a lawyer, you find an accountant, you find a bank. But the problem you have, the bank is always the biggest problem because you never get it paid. Maybe 20, 30 years ago, even now. So the biggest problem we need to settle is payment. So fintech, which is actually financial and technology. So back then, there's only technology. There's no payment. And also you must understand, I start from the days when you have pages. There was no internet. There was only mobile phones. At that time, we were doing what we call, prepaid phone cards. And that was used as a payment. And that is where now M-Pasa in Africa is doing. So you can go to a booth, you can send money, and that's how it starts. And then the next thing that we are looking at here is currently, like what you mentioned, Tiancheck. Tiancheck is already 5 years old. So we already moved ahead from there. So we are no more in Tiancheck. We are actually in the new era. Got myself trained as a carbon auditor, where at that time we only have computers and we don't have mobile phones that we can read. So we actually doing what called paperwork, understanding of carbon credit. That was never my interest because I was getting a contract to make money. You see, that's what we like, make money. But when we were making money, we found that something like this actually started, but don't know how to end it. For the last 14 years, every part of my life, I don't know, maybe it's God's direction. He gave me the guidance that I had to learn everything from fintech, from visiting more than 18 countries to 200 cities in the world. Why I'm doing that? So I can understand the localization, the laws, the trans-operative, been one of the earliest guys in blockchain. So I don't do something myself. I doing everything as a group. So this is where an understanding of this next biggest project that we need to breathe on Earth. What is that? Oxygen.
Exactly.
So if you want to breathe on Earth, you're exiting carbon dioxide. The next thing you need to do is, how do we survive longer? So in order to survive longer, came again, how to make money. So carbon credit is actually, in a very simple form, is accredited as IAS 38, which is alternative financing. So the technical, the legalization, everything is there. But 1 + 1, how to make it done? So all you need to do using the actual, what I did back in 2010 to digitize it and monetize it with insurance, with bank that can issue letter of credit for carbon credits. At the end of the day, you and me can buy 1 time of carbon credit in my website. All you need to do is log in. You say, I don't even have money to buy carbon credit. Never mind. You get people to work for you, save less rubbish. All this happen because you are helping the environment. Even we call it a butterfly effect. Even a very simple movement you did in one part of the earth, the other part of the earth is benefiting because of you. So in order to do that, with the UN COP28, I was there. And the other arrangement is there's 197 countries. And I love this business. You know why? There's no jurisdiction. The only jurisdiction I have is UN, 197 countries. Well, US, well, China, I still have 195 countries. So if I can go to the poorest country or the richest country, I just follow. One is the tax, the other is voluntary. Digitize it. And at the end of the day, what I'm building now is what we call a marketplace. Just like what you have, you can open e-commerce store. You can have 1,000 e-commerce store, but who knows you? Okay, you can have in China, you can India. Everybody say, "Oh, come buy from me." Everybody only buys something because it's required. But if I put everybody, I would say every different country have their own carbon credits. Now have more than 600 standards. The 600 standard is not because it's the 600 standard. It's because each country has their own rules and games. Everybody wants to own their own standard. Of course, the standard is everybody accepting, like the Rates Plus, the Vera, the Gold Standard. These are already known because this is like what we call the Rolls Royce of carbon credit.